Welcome to Trendverse by Uzma Amin, your destination for the latest trends in AI, online earning, blogging, finance, technology, and future skills. If you want to stay ahead, learn smarter, and grow faster in the digital world, you're in the right place. Subscribe to join our growing community. Like and share to support valuable content. Turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Let's learn, earn, and grow together.
Today we're jumping into something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's very real. We're talking about emotion AI and how machines are actually learning to understand our feelings. So let's just get right to it, the big one. Can your phone, your car, your computer actually know how you're really feeling? I mean, can it tell if you're happy, sad, or totally stressed out? That is the core idea we're going to unpack right now. Okay, let's dive in. Now, the super scientific name for this is affective computing, but you'll usually just hear it called emotion AI. And honestly, it's a huge new frontier for how we interact with all our tech. So, what is this stuff really? Well, in a nutshell, emotion AI is all about teaching machines how to recognize and interpret human emotions. The whole goal is to get our gadgets to understand us a bit better, to get a sense of whether we're excited or maybe totally frustrated or just a little bit tired. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds amazing, but how on earth does a machine that has zero feelings start to understand ours? How does it even turn a bunch of data points into something that looks like emotional understanding? Well, it really boils down to a three-step dance. First, it's all about collecting data. We're talking about the tiny, tiny movements in your face when you smile, the pitch of your voice when you get excited, even just the way you're sitting. Then, these really powerful machine learning models just crunch all that data looking for patterns. And from there, step 3, it makes a pretty good guess at your emotional state. Is it happiness? Is it stress? That's what it's trying to figure out. And look, this isn't some futuristic thing that's decades away. Emotion AI is already starting to pop up all over the place. So let's talk about where you might actually run into this, maybe as soon as 2026. Yeah, it's being used in some really fascinating and kind of surprising ways. Think about customer service. Ever talk to a chatbot? It might be listening to your tone of voice to see if you're getting frustrated and then decide to send you to a human. Or in healthcare, it can monitor for early signs of depression, not by what you say, but how you say it. In your car, it could detect if you're getting tired or angry on the road. Even marketers use it to see how people are really reacting to a new ad. And in education, it could tell if a student is confused and needs a little extra help. It's everywhere. But of course, with any tech this powerful, there's a flip side. A big one. And it brings up some really tough, challenging questions that we absolutely have to grapple with. So you've got this incredible tension, right? On one side, you have the promise, safer cars, smarter learning tools, maybe even a revolution in mental health care. But on the other side, the peril is just as real. The potential for misusing our most personal data, the risk of constant emotional surveillance, and the big one, who controls all this data? These aren't small questions. This is what governments and the biggest tech companies are debating right now. And that brings us to a really fundamental problem here. I mean, think about it. Our emotions are messy, right? They're super complex. A smile doesn't always mean you're happy. We smile when we're nervous. We might laugh when something makes us uncomfortable. An AI can see the smile, but it can't always get the why. It's not a mind reader, at least not yet. So even with all these challenges, the tech is getting smarter and it's weaving itself more and more into our daily lives. So where do we go from here? What does our emotional future actually look like? Well, the big vision here is a world that's, more personalized and responsive to us. Just picture it. Your smart home senses you've had a rough day, so it automatically dims the lights and puts on some chill music. Or maybe your phone knows you're stressed and trying to focus, so it automatically silences all those non-urgent notifications. That's the kind of future people in this field are building towards. And really, when you boil it all down, this is the core idea we're left with. As we make our technology more human-like, more empathetic, it kind of forces us to look in the mirror and ask some pretty big questions about where we draw the line between a helpful tool and something else. And that's what I want to leave you with. It's really the most important question of all. As our tech gets more and more human, what are the boundaries we need to set? It's really up to us to figure that out and to decide what kind of future we want to build.